Let me save this. Okay, so we're here with Nelson, who actually attended one of our diversity recruitment events with Microsoft. So all I really wanted to do was just share, what happened in your case and your experience attending the events, so that other people know that when we do these events with Microsoft through my organization, HBCU CONNECT and Trabajamos, I just want people to know that these are real opportunities, and the fact that you went through the process, and you can just tell us what happened. So how did you hear about the event, with Microsoft?
Um, I think I have one of your outreach emails, and I sounded really interested because it was well targeted. It was data pipelines or data science, good companies, and I decided, hey, this sounds really cool. Let me try it, and I was extremely surprised with. I'm very happily surprised with what I found at every single meeting or forward step on in the process.
Where are you from originally?
San Germán, Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, I grew up. I went to the University of Puerto Rico. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. I'm from a mixed background. My first language is Spanish. I
Okay.
grew up in Puerto Rico. Went to the University of Puerto Rico and a computer engineering degree at the University of Puerto Rico at Mayagüez. And then I came here to do work and then do my master's and PhD in the area of computer engineering, and then had a hiatus for a while that made it very difficult because at the particular time to even with those degrees to in the field and to come back and I was really pleasantly surprised to the opportunities that your organization provides because I thought it was mostly targeted to young people, but then I was surprised that you explicitly actually welcome mid-career candidates, and that was one thing that on your emails that attracted me too.
Excellent. Bueno, mi primer experiencia en un país hablando español, yo fui a Puerto Rico y yo tenía un proyecto en la Universidad de Mayagüez, de Universidad de Puerto Rico en Mayagüez. So
Sí, el colegio. Sí, sí,
yes,
en el
I have
colegio.
a experience going to Mayagüez. Was my first experience going to a Spanish speaking island or country. So I find that very interesting. So
I know from your background that you married and I think your wife is from Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, and that was another thing that was another plus to know that you have all the Trabajamos and Latinx background and all of that. That was very exciting to me, and that's the reason. Decided to explore this opportunity and
yeah,
was very pleasantly surprised. And yes, I went to the University of Puerto Rico, Mayagüez campus. 5 years there. It's a long degree. 5 years of engineering there. So yes, I do remember the campus quite
excellent.
well.
So tell me, so how many of the Trabajamos Microsoft HBCU Connect events did you go to? Did you just attend one, or was it more than one?
I attended two. The first one was um, very well targeted. Trabajamos. It was very general into um, Microsoft Teams in general aspects of data and backend. The second one was more to our machine learning. Both were Azure operations, Azure data,
Yeah.
uh, and one was data pipelines. The other one was data science.
So what happened after the event? Did you have to submit the interview interest form, and then did a Microsoft recruiter reach out to you, or tell me what happened after the event?
Actually, it was a very interesting set of steps. I did get the interview forms. I filled them out. I got recruiters contacting me, and I got one really full loop of interviews, and then another opportunity, and it was really good. I got I got to interview with the actual hiring teams, which is perhaps the great value that when I compare to my other interviews with, I've interviewed with similar companies, Google, Facebook, Microsoft. And the difference that you provided is that you zoom in into the actual hiring teams and provide an actually credible opportunity that is targeted and well placed, and you get exposure to senior management and you get exposure to people in a well targeted hiring team. So that was a very big plus when I compare to other opportunities.
Excellent. So you had an interview loop with some of the hiring managers, and then how long did it take before you heard back with the potential offer?
Oh, that process, the interview, if you do well, the process is very fast, and then is they are quite expedient at what they do. Interviews are fast within a couple of weeks, and then you go through the interview loop, and you hear with them from 2 weeks again, within 2 weeks, and then you go. If the interview feedback is good, then you go to talk further to the hiring manager. In my case, um, we have some feedback, some elucidations, and then I end up actually working with a different hiring manager. I have a really good impression with the people I interview with. I was really it was a two-way interaction in which they you were trying to interview and say I can fit, but they also are the one thing is you are interviewing with the actual team. You see how you could fit, and you become very enthusiastic and say I can work here. Yeah, I like these people. I can really contribute, or I want to be part of this, and that's a two-way selling street, and is something that makes it very practical in this interview compared to other interviews that are wide and quite exciting.
So what team did you end up getting an offer from? Which team was it?
The team I interviewed was on data backend. I ended up working on a similar backend area, but is data pipelines still on Azure, and it's still in Azure, but a different team, and but it's all well connected. It's all Azure data data pipelines backend, but with a data science flavor and a big data science awareness. You have to be versed on data science and Jupyter and all kinds of models to actually understand the needs in the backend side there.
So you received the offer, and I'm assuming you accepted the offer from Microsoft.
Yes, I did. I just finalized the starting date and those steps now. Just
When do you
filling.
start? When do you
Yeah,
start?
in a couple of weeks.
Excellent.
Yes,
So hey, I wanted to say congratulations to you personally,
thank you, Will.
and I wanted to thank you for participating in our events and taking advantage, because Microsoft needs good talent, and they hire us to help find that talent, and we can't make it happen unless you participate. So congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, Will, and I very much thank you for the opportunity and to open the opportunity to a broad set of candidates. Like, and it's just I'm thankful and grateful for the opportunity
De
and the
nada,
support.
de
Thank you.
nada. Yo espero que todo
Gracias.
va súper bien. Y si tienes amigos o personas que conoces que necesitan trabajo, mándalos a mí para que yo pueda juntarles, conectarles con Microsoft.
Sí, definitivamente haré eso. Sí, sí. Bien auto recomendado, bien, estás bien recomendado.
Thank you.
Y no te preocupes. Sí.
Hey, thank you. So that's all I
Gracias.
really wanted to do, man. I just wanted to share your story and let people know that these are real opportunities with Microsoft. And you attended two events, and I don't want people to be discouraged if they go to one event and nothing happens. That they should continue to go to other events, because they might find a different team that's a good fit. You know.
Oh, just no, the events are absolutely worthy to actually learn the culture and the career paths of the different managers. Those events are invaluable. You don't have access to that normally, and they value the cultural insight, the corporate culture insight that one derives from there to actually learn and how the typical career path of these highly successful senior managers is actually quite valuable and insightful. So it's worthy, and one should go at least to a few of them, even if you have an offer.
Excellent. Hey, Nelson, thank you. I
Thanks a lot, Will.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
And really good luck to you, and please stay in touch.
Yes, Will. Thanks a lot, Will. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good evening.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.